Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me outside the garage today, but under the hood of the Chevy. Now, I had mentioned that I disturbed this water line right down here. Yeah, that has one of those squeeze together pull out jobbies. Does not require a special tool. Inside there was an O-ring. I pulled that apart and that O-ring was torn. I had a similar O-ring in my O-ring supply. I put another one in there and put it back together, and it has stopped leaking. So far, no leaking. Now, this truck runs so much better after the tune-up, and the exhaust leak is fixed, and I said I would show you the wheels. I traded my aluminum wheels for these Steelies, painted them black, put some new tires on there. I painted those little cheesy repairs I made on there. Sure changes the look of the truck, don't it? Man, I'm loving this thing more and more every time I do something to it. So the coolant leak was an easy fix. Took it out and drove it around. It runs fantastic once it's warmed up, but not when it's cold. The idle surges up and down, and I looked some things up, and everybody, the internet said a common thing for that is the throttle body base gasket goes bad. So I bought a throttle body base gasket. It's only like $3. I'm going to pull the 3 bolts up, scrape it off, and change it. Yeah, and see if that doesn't help. The throttle body looks kind of crusty, but the butterflies are clean, and I think it sprays well. I'll have to check it for drips, but hang on. I'm going to get that 12 fired up here and take that loose and see what happens. All right, that kind of gets you in there where I'm going. Of course, take your air cleaner off first. These are 12s. And it appears to just be these 3 bolts. Yep. Okay, now I don't know what I'm going to find here, but I hope I find a bad gasket. You know, it only does that till you get about a mile down the road, and then it quits and it all clears up and runs really well after that. Okay. Well, that gasket's stuck to the bottom, of course. That's too bad. I don't know that I can see any spot where it's been leaking or anything. Let me pull these hoses off. There we go. And maybe I can get it up there high enough to clean all this gasket off. I'm going to put something in those holes and grab a razor blade and start scraping off that bottom gasket. All right, now I'll shove a couple paper towels down in my intake. I don't want no crud falling in there. Putting them as such that, yeah, when I go to pull them out, they'll bring stuff with them, not push it under. Let's see how this goes. I really don't want to remove those fuel lines. Holy shit, half the fucking gasket was gone. Ha! No wonder it was leaking. There's a big old piece of it missing. Wow. All right, it's coming off kind of in crusty pieces now. Yeah, there was a piece of it gone, completely gone. Holy cow. Oh well, as long as it comes off and I can put a new one on. Man, if that solved that weird runnability issue, I'd be so happy right now. I am happy right now. Ooh, that carburetor's warm. Basically, I'm just going to get under there with my razor blade and scrape that gasket, so hold on while I do that. Alright, that wasn't a complete pain in the ass, but it was mostly a pain in the ass. But I got it now, so that might have been easier to undo the fuel lines, take that up and do it. We'll see. It was so nice to see a piece of it missing though. That made me really happy. Because that'd be sweet if that dang idle surge would go away. All right, match her up based off of the program that's already there. You take a bolt, get it in there, get it on there. All right, now take a second bolt, get it in there. I like that I'm seeing a couple of weird wire repairs on here. That couldn't have anything to do with it, I'm sure. All right, all three through my gasket and started. Let's go to number 1 setting here. Oh. All right. I'm not sure what the torque spec is, but you know me. I don't use them anyway. So that's as easy as that was. Let me put this on number 2 and give it a couple more ugga-duggas here. Yeah, that seems good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was it right there. All right, let's see. This one here, that one there, that one there. Let's put our breather back on. Oh, there was this hose thing too I took off. Not sure what it is. It also has a gasket around it that's about half fried, but I don't think that's a vacuum leak type of gasket. Okay. This back on. This back on. Let's fire it up and see what it does. See if it idles correctly, because it's coldish, but it always did it after it shut off and be setting for a minute, or yeah, well, you know, it's how it's been here for an hour or two at least. So, all right, let's go hit that key and see what happens. Uh-oh. Still got that surge. What is it? Do you know? Once it gets warm, it doesn't do it. Alright, I really thought that gasket would do it since there was a piece missing. Maybe it'll catch up and figure it out. I don't know. Sure is accelerating better because it would always stammer before. So, I don't know. Maybe the computer has to relearn. This is an old truck. Okay. Alright, if you know what makes an old throttle body 350 surge at idle till it gets warmed up, put your 2 cents worth in the comments, please. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this series. I tell you, it's nice. Haven't been a Toyota guy all my life, basically. Having some Chevy work trucks before. But yeah, it's kind of nice to diversify and do something fun with another brand of vehicle. I'm learning some new things, having some new fun and experiences. You're watching my channel, you're probably having some new fun and experiences with this too. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, okay, enough about that. It's so hot. Oswald's so tired. He's just like, come on, let's play. I'm going to take a nap. So appreciate you. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, let me know what you think of the way the Silverado is shaping up and what other things I can maybe do for it. So like, subscribe, comment. Already tell you that? Probably. I'd really would appreciate it if you do that. Most of all, I just appreciate you joining me out here as I do stuff. Thanks a bunch. Have a super great day.